From on land to underwater, Tesla is taking cars to the next level, submarine style. If you have not driven a Tesla or any EV, you may not know that they are the fastest and safest vehicles on the road. Tesla has passed their safety test with a 5-star rating on multiple vehicles. But wait, there's more. Tesla is even going underwater. Now let's look into these updates and more in the following video as we discuss the Cybertruck in detail. And make sure you watch to the end because we also have a new feature in this video. So let's go. This is a new channel, so feel free to hit the like button and Cyan, our AI support. Let us know what to do.
Hit the like button because we unlock updates that make you go woo.
That's right, Cyan. So subscribe and leave a comment below saying you did so we can keep in contact with you because we have more updates coming for you. Elon Musk says that the Cybertruck is going to be waterproof enough to cross rivers and serve as a boat for short periods. Elon announced that the Tesla Cybertruck will pretty much be amphibious. The Tesla CEO announced on Twitter, Cybertruck will be waterproof enough to serve briefly as a boat, so it can cross rivers, lakes, and even seas that aren't too choppy. Musk added that the goal is for the Cybertruck to be able to cross waters between SpaceX Starbase and South Parade Island in Texas. As we see in the quote here, it will actually require crossing the channel. This would mean that the Cybertruck would need to be able to travel in the water from 360 meters, 1,100 feet, which is the shortest distance from Brazos Santiago Pass that separates the island and where Starbase is located. But this is not the first time that Tesla was mentioned about going through treaded water. A few years ago, the CEO said that Model S could almost be used as a boat after Tesla Model S was spotted driving or swimming through a flooding tunnel. Although the CEO made it clear that it wasn't recommended, in 2020, he did say that people would be able to turn the Cybertruck into a boat, and some plan to take it to a whole new level. One company is developing a conversion kit, quietly turning the Cybertruck into a catamaran. But now it sounds like the Cybertruck is going to come with an undercage waterproof enough to be able to float. And with the propulsion from the wheels, drivers should be able to get around slowly in calm waters. People looking forward to the Cybertruck as an off-road vehicle will be happy that some water should not make them too nervous. The Tesla Cybertruck is expected to enter production in mid-2023 at Gigafactory, Texas. Why is having a Cybertruck underwater so important? Well, in 2019, a few years back, Elon actually mentioned that the Cybertruck was built based off of the White Lotus, its spirit, used by The Spy Who Loved Me, a James Bond film, and other video games that he has played as well. But the Bond film was the major inspiration for this change, as we even notice on Twitter from a post from 2019 by Musk. It appears that all of Elon's products are based off of 80s and 90s movies. For example, the steering wheel for the Model S and the future Cybertruck is based off the 1980s show, The Knight Rider. And if we take a look at the DeLorean from Back to the Future, we see the similarities between those doors and those of the Model X, just to name a few. So I can't wait to see the future car and all its technical features. What do you think? Would you drive the Cybertruck through waters? Leave your comments below. Now, as regards to how it will actually maneuver through the water, that's a good question. Interestingly, as we notice the design of the salmon fish, we can consider something very interesting. Salmon, they do not plow through chaotic water. Instead, when swimming upstream, they conserve energy by using vortices or miniature whirlpools that form where the water flows is dispersed by rocks, branches, or other objects. As the vortices from the alternating sides of the object, the fish curve their body from side to side and glide between the pockets of turbulence. Some schools of fish use the vortices created by the fish swimming in front of them, effectively riding in their wake. The fish can even take advantage of the turbulence created by their own bodies. Researchers hope to borrow from the salmon's efficient swimming style to harvest energy from slow-moving water. Traditional hydropower equipment using generated electricity in water flowing at a rate of about 5 knots, 5.8 miles per hour, or 9.3 kilometers per hour, or faster. Now, a prototype using vortex-induced vibration can generate electricity from water creeping along at only 2 knots. This seems promising since most of the Earth's water current moves slower than 3 knots. The technology, however, is nowhere near the level of sophistication found in such fish as salmon. But, interestingly, Professor Michael Bernices of the University of Michigan, USA, admits we are not as smart as a fish at this point. And maybe that's something that Elon was thinking about when updating the Cybertruck, and that could be one of the reasons why it was pushed back into 2023. Next up, Tesla Model S Plaid receives scathing reviews from Edmunds. Tesla vehicles reviews can be bad and can be good, in my own opinion, especially if they're coming from a large group of entities with interest that anyone can trace through the money. Earlier this week, Edmunds put up a scathing review on the Tesla Model S, calling it a waste of money and saying that it was nothing more than just a marketing tool to make an aging vehicle relevant once again. Despite these words, which caught the attention of many readers within the first 48 hours, the Edmunds driver couldn't wipe the large, shining smile from its face as he felt the instant torque of the vehicle taking off like a roller coaster. For something that is such a waste, it sure provided a lot of enjoyment for the Edmunds staff. Of course, vehicle performance is not necessarily a baseline for whether an automobile is good or not. If a car is fast, people like it because fast cars are not just fun to be in, whether you're driving or a passenger. However, reviews of electric cars, Tesla specifically, do not get a fair shake, and that's not necessarily anyone's fault. I see it as an opportunity for people to put their opinions out there without speaking in generalities or thinking their point of view is a fact. For me, the comprehension of electric cars needs to be examined by someone seasoned in completely understanding what is going on under the frunk. I use that term loosely now because without the basic comprehension of what you're driving, you really are not qualified to speak on it. Additionally, whether something is a waste of money really comes down to the consumer. If you're buying a Model S Plaid for the performance statistics, you're getting the fastest car in the world for millions of dollars less than its competitor. Sure, if you're buying it for range and a daily driver, it could be considered a waste, as the long-range variant is likely a better option. The most logical way, though, to know if a car is for you is driving it yourself. Whichever side of the ball you're on, believe it or not, your opinion is the most important. We know, though, it's almost impossible to drive a Model S unless your friend has one or unless there's an extra one hanging around the Tesla store, which is highly unlikely. And that makes sense because Teslas are so amazing that they don't even let you test drive the Model S. You just buy it just because you know it's great, or you've experienced a test drive by one of your friends. Additionally, make the final decision about a car on your own time. Don't go off someone else's word. That's how you end up with something you really do not enjoy driving. Now let's get into quarter 3 of Tesla's sales. They produced over 365,000 vehicles and delivered over 343,000 vehicles. Historically, their delivery volume have skewed toward the end of each quarter due to regional batch building of cars. As their production volume continues to grow, it is becoming increasingly challenging for them to secure vehicle transportation capacity and at a reasonable cost during these peak logistics weeks. In quarter 3, they began transitioning to a more even regional mix of vehicles built each week. Such led to an increase in cars in transit at the end of the quarter. These cars have been ordered and will be delivered to customers upon arrival at their destination. So Tesla sold a total of 365,923 products. They delivered 343,880 vehicles. The majority of these sales are from the Model 3 and Y, which is 325,158 vehicles delivered, and the Model X and Y had a production of 19,935, with 18,672 of those delivered. So, definitely growing. Tesla will post its financial results for the third quarter of 2022 after market closes on Wednesday, October 19th, 2022. So we will provide you with updates in connection with that on this channel. Now let's get into our tweet of the week from Elon. Since it is a separate company than Tesla, the Boring Company was not mentioned at the AI Day, which we have linked here as well below if you missed it. He tweeted about the new REFERRAL 2 machine, which is up and running and will vastly increase the speed and efficiency of the company's tunnel project in Las Vegas and eventually in Austin, Texas, which has the goal of moving traffic in a new way. We hope you enjoy the video. Please like the video, and if you enjoy, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment below telling us that you subscribe. That'll allow us to keep in contact with you, as we will be updating you with more videos in regards to Tesla updates coming soon. Thanks again, and until soon.